Champ Card is brought to you by Briggs Stratton and the LS Kart Racing Engine. Also brought to you by Da Vinci Foods. Also brought to you by Drink Water. Real athletes don't drink energy drinks, they drink water. Welcome to our webcast here via Champ Cart, beautiful Saint-Roch-de-l'Achigan. It's always subject to interpretation. For the final of the Briggs & Stratton Senior Final, this is the final event of the Coupe de Québec. There he is, Jean-François Lafontaine. Where have you been? We don't know. Kevin King on P2 will be starting right next to JF. Olivier Bedard, back from racing his Micra, is in P3 and in P4. The champion of the Eastern Canadian karting, Simon Bélanger, P5, Vincent Cyr. Best time in qualifying, finished 5th in the pre-final. Nathan Gilbert is in P6, and right next to him, finishing 2nd in the Coupe de Québec, is Mathieu Demers, Michel Delaplante, P8 in a new Ricardo chassis. I haven't seen one of those yet. Julien Miron is in P5. Charles Robin will be in P10 in the 5th row. Leaves are starting to fall. It's starting to get a little bit cooler. The fall has arrived. This is usually when we're closing up our championship races. Here we go. The most exciting part of the day for the drivers is when they get to leave the false grid. There's nothing false about it. I call it the pre-grid. It's the best time of the day is when the drivers get to leave that pre-grid and start to drive. Get the pace lap under their belt. The nerves are gone. Now it's all about racing. It's time to get serious. Jean-François Lafontaine went missing, MIA. Not sure where he was. Missed a few big races. But, hey, he's back at his home track. Nice to see him. They are running the track backwards today at SRA Karting. Having driven it backwards is very exciting. Completely different track. So this is going to add a new element to the race. What was normally corner 11 and 12 are just completely different now, as you have the long straightaway that goes into that tight hairpin. Just completely changed the whole dynamic of the track. The driver's getting ready to... They're in formation right now as they're heading towards the start-finish line. Lafontaine and Kevin King, a lot of experience on that front row. Here we go. Is it a green? Yes, we have a green flag. Jean-François Lafontaine manages to stay in first place, and that was Olivier Bedard in P2. No, Vincent Cyr, who was starting in the 5th position, has now moved his way up into 2nd already into the race. That is Simon Bélanger on the inside. Can he make it work? No, he doesn't. We still see in front, that's Vincent Cyr in 2nd place. Meanwhile, at the front, Jean-François Lafontaine is your leader. In 2nd, Vincent Cyr, and that is Simon Bélanger right behind him. And that would be Olivier Bedard in 4th and Kevin King in 5th. We didn't have a good start from the outside row, which sometimes happens in Briggs or in most forms of racing. You really always want to be on the inside row. You can sometimes drop back a couple of positions. Lafontaine seems to be pulling away from the field in this early part of the race, but very important, the drafting. If the drivers behind him work together, they will be able to catch Lafontaine and hopefully attack him at the end of the race. Add a little bit of excitement. That was Nathan Gilbert, who's now up into P6. Oh, it looks like we have Simon Bélanger attacking Vincent Cyr. This is a long straightaway that comes into a gradually closing corner. Not quite a hairpin, but it's just a very fascinating corner when you run the track backwards. Meanwhile, Kevin King has now gotten by Vincent Cyr. Kevin King is now up into 3rd. We saw Kevin King starting on the outside of row 1. Oh, who's off the track? That's Vincent Cyr. Well, he was at 2nd at one point, and now I think he's in 10th. That was a major mistake by Vincent Cyr. You know, we saw Kevin King on the outside of the front row drop back at the start, but is now in 3rd place. And with Simon Bélanger, if they work together, which I'm sure they will, two very smart drivers, We're going to try and maybe make their way towards Jean-François Lafontaine, the leader. Michel Galaplan tried to get on the inside, and Nafar Gébert couldn't quite make it work. Meanwhile, Simon Bélanger, Kevin King trying to drive to catch up to Jean-François Lafontaine. By the way, grew up on this track, so that will be an advantage to him. Knows every millimeter, every crack in the asphalt. And in fourth place, that would be Olivier Bédard, also in the Borel car, driving on an old CRG suit, who's racing Micra right now, who has raced Formula Ford. Had some good success in car racing and is back to his original love, which is kart racing. No change for the time being, as we have Simon Bélanger in second, Kevin King and Olivier Bédard closing on him. So we have second, third, and fourth almost stuck together, and if they work together, they might be able to reel in Jean-François Lafontaine. Delaplante is now moved up into sixth, and we can see that Vincent Cyr, who drove off the track earlier, now looks like he's in ninth or 10th place. Kevin King making a move. Maybe he doesn't like the speed that Simon Bélanger is driving. Simon Bélanger, as we've seen throughout the season, so smart, just lets him by, tucks right behind the bumper, says, all right, Kevin, you take the lead. Let's see if we can go good. Jean-François Lafontaine together. This allows Olivier Bédard to close up very, very closely to the bumper of Simon Bélanger. There you have it, second, third, and fourth place. You can actually see they are starting to edge closer to Jean-François Lafontaine. You can only, I don't know if Lafontaine made a mistake, but there they are. There's Kevin King, right on the bumper of 701 Jean-François Lafontaine. We have Simon Bélanger right behind, and Olivier Bédard in fourth. Don't know what happened to Mathieu Demers, the winner of the last round of the ECKC, but he's not with this lead group at this point. Kevin King is right on the bumper. Here comes Olivier Bédard. Is he going to make a move on Simon Bélanger? Oh, he fakes a move. Now he comes back on the inside. Very, very tight move there by Olivier Bédard as he dove on the inside. That's after the long straightaway as they come into this graduating closing corner. Meanwhile, your leader, Jean-François Lafontaine, with his head tilted ever so slightly. That's his style. Kevin King, your new leader, as he gets by Jean-François Lafontaine. Kevin King, who had started on the outside of the front row, dropped back to fifth, is now your new leader, followed by Lafontaine and Olivier Bédard. Back to action. Kevin King is still your leader. Jean-François Lafontaine, Olivier Bédard, and Simon Bélanger right behind Olivier. Drafting is just so important. I know I'm a little bit repetitive with this, but it really is the key. And it's a lot of times when you decide to make a pass is so crucial than actually making the pass. You make a pass at the wrong point on the track, you can drop 4 or 5 positions because you lose the toe, you lose your momentum. So important to keep the momentum. Kevin King still leading in front of Jean-François Lafontaine, but Lafontaine is just so close. I expect something to happen here near the end of the race. Meanwhile, Olivier Bédard is now catching up. Will we have a battle for 3 to the end? Kevin King, here comes Lafontaine on the outside. Can he make it work? No. Now they're going to go into this very long straightaway. Jean-François Lafontaine is tied to the bumper. He's going on the outside of Kevin King. You can't make that work, JF. You know as well as I do. Kevin King, who was doing a little bit of polite blocking on the inside. You're still your leader, Kevin King, and Lafontaine trying on the outside again. That's not going to work at that corner, and he knows it as well. Meanwhile, this has allowed Olivier Bédard to close up with Simon Bélanger in tow. Such a smart driver, Simon Bélanger. Only his 3rd year of competitive racing. Lafontaine again tries on the inside of Kevin King. Meanwhile, Olivier Bédard has now taken advantage of Lafontaine's aggressive driving, and here comes Lafontaine again on the inside of Bédard. Simon Bélanger on the inside of Bédard. Wow, the excitement here at this end of season race. We saw 2nd place change hands 3 times in the fraction of 5 corners. Meanwhile, Lafontaine is 2nd with Simon Bélanger behind him, and Olivier Bedard right behind him, and this is going to allow them to catch up to Kevin King here. And as we near the final instances of the race, Lafontaine, King has got so much experience, very smart the way he took that corner. Didn't go too much on the inside to lose his momentum, but didn't exactly open the door for Jean-Francois Lafontaine. Your top four here in the final moments of this race: Kevin King, Jean-Francois Lafontaine, Simon Bélanger, and Olivier Bedard, who also grew up on this track. His dad had a kart racing school here for many years, and Olivier started driving at this track at a very young age. Not much has changed in this last lap. I think everyone's just waiting for that signal, that last signal, and then we're going to throw the dice in the wind and see who can come up on top. Meanwhile, your leader, Kevin King, he knows that Lafontaine is there. Lafontaine knows that Bélanger is there. And meanwhile, here comes Olivier Bedard. Olivier Bedard on the inside of Simon Bélanger to now get into our top three positions. Wait for everything to go a little bit haywire here. Kevin King was just been so smooth, in such great control here. Lafontaine and Bedard, so much experience. Look at that, too wide. This can be anybody's victory at this point. We're about halfway to go here. Oh, Kevin King went completely wide. Lafontaine's going to try and dive on the inside. Not quite sure if that was intentional or not on the part of Kevin King, but meanwhile, Kevin King, oh, here comes Lafontaine on the inside of Kevin King. A little bit of contact between the two. Meanwhile, Olivier Bedard is studying this. Olivier Bedard going to take advantage of them coming together. Look at that, Olivier Bedard is pushing Lafontaine. Simon Bélanger behind Olivier. Kevin King is now your new leader in front of Olivier Bedard. Not sure what happened there as Lafontaine drops to third. Simon Bélanger is fourth. I saw Lafontaine leading, Bedard right behind him. Here comes Bedard. Here comes Lafontaine on the inside of Olivier Bedard. Jean-Francois Lafontaine back into second place. This is anybody's race with a few corners to go. Lafontaine trying to go wide again on that corner. I'm not quite sure why. Trying to gain a little momentum. He goes on the inside of Kevin King. No, can't make it work. Kevin King is still leading. Lafontaine, Bedard, Simon Bélanger. This is a crazy race as they never quite sure who's going to pass and at what corner. A lot of the traditions of this race has been changed around. The dynamics are completely changed that they're passing in corners we don't normally see. We see Kevin King looking back and forth. He's wondering, where's Lafontaine? This is the final lap. Meanwhile, your leader, Kevin King, right behind him, Jean-Francois Lafontaine. And Olivier Bedard, guys, the excitement is killing me. Simon Bélanger studying this. Such a smart driver, Simon Bélanger. Lafontaine, Kevin King come together. Lafontaine and Kevin King come together. Kevin King manages to stay in front. Jean-Francois Lafontaine is second. Olivier Bedard third. And Simon Bélanger, who is just seems to be the smartest guy in the Briggs Stratton senior class, is analyzing what's going on here. Half a lap to go, and I think I've said this in the past, but more importantly, Kevin King is leading the race, and right on his bumper is Jean-Francois Lafontaine. Here we go into this chicane here right before the start-finish line. Lafontaine dives on the inside. Can he make it work? I don't think so. Kevin King, Jean-Francois Lafontaine, Olivier Bedard, Simon Bélanger, Michel Delaplante, and Nathan Gilbert round out your top seven. Kevin King wins by 0.06 of a second. Incredible race, very tight, a lot of bouncing around, but everyone finishes the race. Some good, hard racing. Very, very excited. And why not? It seems to happen on a regular basis here at the Briggs Stratton LS Senior. Your podium, Sébastien Laviolette managed to finish 7. Rounds out your top 7. Replay here as we see Lafontaine try to jump the inside of the chicane, jumping in his kart, but no, Kevin King had the right line. Kevin King, there he is. Oh, there's Olivier Bedard, who finished third, and a brief comeback here into karting. But will he be back in karting in 2016? No one knows the future. In position 2, Jean-Francois Lafontaine with the black 2. A little bit of a rebel without a cause. And the very good-looking Kevin King, a well-earned victory today. He was dropped back at the start and manages to win. Bye-bye from beautiful Saint-Roch-de-la-Chicane. This race has been brought to you by Briggs Stratton and the LS Kart Racing Engine. Also brought to you by La Maison du Routier. Good meat, good food. Also brought to you by Drink Water. Real athletes don't drink energy drinks, they drink water.